People who are alert, who are aware, and who really want to make a difference in their lives, 2019 is the year for you all. I need to tell you a little bit about the planets that are affecting us. The main planets that are affecting us are, of course, Saturn and Jupiter. Then we have the Rahu and Ketu, which are like two interesting episodes in our life. And we just need to be aware of what to be aware, how not to go after illusions, and how to take reality checks. Then we have Uranus and Pluto. So in accordance to my notes, this is for every zodiac, that the first quarter of the year will still be a little destabilizing under the influence of the Uranus and Pluto. The position of these planets announces both individual and collective changes. It is like a pendulum. So you individually also will feel the change, and collectively also, if you're working in a team or if you're working in a corporate sector, you are going to experience these pendulum swings, and you have to make your own decisions. You have to be a decisive person in 2019. You cannot decide not to decide. So it is something like, don't make decisions that I cannot make decisions. Just make the decisions and listen to that inner voice of yours, and trust me, you'll be heading the right track. So fortunately, the Jupiter joins the battle and gives us the protection, which suggests that these last phase of changes that have been happening from 2018 in the latter half will be liberating, or at least they are going to show us that light at the end of the tunnel, where we are very sure that there are going to be positive changes. So now Pluto in Capricorn will encourage the natives to turn to what is really important, and it will help you find a way to balance your financial issues. Like I've always said, money and honey go together. If there's money, there's plenty of honey. But if there's honey and there's no money, you lose out on the honey also. So this Pluto in Capricorn urges us to take a correct view of our finances. Let's not be illusionary. Let's be realistic. And it doesn't matter whether you have little or whether you have more. What matters is how you are managing yourself within the resources. And be happy about it. Here it gives me an insight that whenever we are happy in whatever we have, we attract abundance. But whenever we are finding what we don't have in what we have, we are attracting negativity. So learn to be happy in the resources that you have, and your dreams are surely going to come true, because you're manifesting and attracting abundance to you. The happiness that you feel in your heart, the happiness that you feel with the things that you have, is going to attract more happiness in your life. So what is now the Mercury's influence on the zodiac signs is what I'm going to apprise you in brief. Mercury is turning retrograde 3 times in 2019. So each stage with Mercury in a retrograde position is a period of recalibration, of revising our actions and intentions from the past few months, and it helps us to perceive other life perspectives from that moment. So when retrogrades happen, you recalibrate yourself, you recalibrate your thoughts, you generate new ideas, but execute them once the Mercury is going retrograde. So keep a watch for the 3 retrogrades that can happen or that are going to happen in 2019. The first one I can apprise you will be somewhere in March, so make a note of that in your diary, March 5th to March 28th. Then we have July 8th, which is in the Leo sign. Now the March one will be in the Pisces. The July 8th to August 1 is going to be in Cancer and Leo sign. Then October 31st to November 30th will be be in the Scorpio sign. So if you can just tick mark these dates in your diary, because these are the dates, or between these dates you can recalibrate and take a review of what is happening and what needs to be rectified or probably regenerated. Now we are more interested, so that money chapter is taken care of with the Mercury period. Now we come to the love period in 2019. Well, in 2019 we will manage. Now when I say we will manage, I'm talking about collectively, that we will manage to find love more easily, because when we are changing ourselves, we change the world around us. So stop trying to prove the truth, because truth doesn't need to be proved. Just change yourself and you will realize your dreams. You will find love more easily, but we also need to look at things with more optimism and a little detached approach to life. So the most important astrological event regarding love will take place on November 9th, 2019, when Jupiter, the great benefactor in astrology, is going to enter Scorpio, and this governs, among other things, the relationships and marriage. So the entire year you have to bond with your relationships. I would say don't try to improve other people, just see and improve your own self, and you see the world improving around you. Not only your personal relationships but professional relationships will also see a categoric change, because Jupiter, the benefactor, is impacting in November 2019. So when we come to those months, I'm going to ask you to take out your diaries, because we need to sit down and review our relationships and see what needs to be done. Whether we need to cement it further, or it's already cemented it further, or we need to have another communication between the loved ones, or we need to move on. That is what we are going to decide in November. Now, the career horoscopes for all the zodiacs. Saturn is the planet that symbolizes on the natal chart the career and the professional achievements of an individual. So getting your natal charts is of paramount importance in 2019, because Saturn, which governs the career and professional achievements, will help us either recalibrate or will also guide us to know what are the stances we need to take, what are we very good at, what are our potentials and talents, and how we can manifest it in our career. So Saturn moved in Capricorn on December 20th, 2017, and it will remain there until December 18th, 2020. So Capricorn rules the governmental structures of society, starting with an individual, to the society, politics, the religion, monarchy, big corporations, monetary system, and macroeconomics. Saturn in Capricorn will bring a strong emphasis on all these structures, either by contesting them or, on the contrary, by consolidating and empowering them. So we also get empowered. It is something like when collectively things happen around us, it definitely impacts the individual. But who does this collect? Every individual joined together becomes a collective issue. Socially, the horoscope predicts a 3-year phase of hard work, dedicated work, disciplined work, determined work. Not to the world at large, but to yourself. And once you have changed yourself, automatically you will see how the situations are also affected around you. So make the social affirmations, reconstructions, your public image, new roles within the family and the society, orientation towards your change and progress. Financially, in 2019, the Capricorn natives, if they plan to get rich, they will find immediate solutions, since they are serious, responsible, and they don't avoid or shirk hard work. This goes for all the earth energies, but the air, the water, and the fire energies should learn from the earth energies. A little bit of learning will take you a very long way. So the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn and Pisces natives who are going to be willing to work hard and are going to be serious, they have a very, very developed practical sense which will help them tremendously financially all through the year. Rest of them should take a lesson from them and change themselves. Even a tiny or a teeny weeny bit of change is going to do great wonders for you. So now what about your health for all the zodiac signs? Well, in the health horoscope, an increased attention to alimentation is recommended for all zodiacs. So get your yearly checkups done, because you have to be healthy. You have to eat a balanced diet, and this will help you in return to achieve and heal a good state of health, age irrespective. They say if the mind remains young, the body is just an outside facade. When the mind is stress-free and it is young, the body remains healthy. And how does a mind remain young? When you're having a good nutritional balanced diet and doing your exercises to whatever, whether it is yoga, whether it is the strong physical exercise or plain simple walking. So my phenomena here is that for 2019, it's important to keep a stress-free mind. And trust me, you can do it. Take out the fear from your mind and heart. Build the confidence and self-belief in yourself. And do things what make you happy. Nobody's after you. You need to just be happy in your own self and in your own eyes. So don't seek endorsements. Now the planets are actually giving you an opportunity to turn towards alternative treatments such as acupuncture, homeopathy and even music therapy. It's an excellent period for reconnecting with nature and developing your own spiritual healing. In conclusion here, 2019 will be an example which everyone will remember that stability and balance has come into an individual's being who have worked towards it from an astrological point of view. The planet's movement will take the zodiac sign out of their comfort zone, and which you had got used to in 2018, and you can bring a new air in all aspects of your life, whether it is money, whether it is your honey, your career, your love and your health. So 2019 is a year full of promises which predicts the new beginnings. So in a nutshell, my plea for you there, for my listeners, is that it's imperative, it's important to know your natal chart, to know what the planet's message is for you, to know which are the areas that are affected for you and how you can practically take the life in your hands and rectify, negate your negatives, work only on your positives. And there is nothing known as a weak chart or a strong chart. Basically, it is always a balanced chart, but if we are going to focus on the negative parts of our chart, obviously we are inviting the negatives, but if we are focusing on the positive of our charts, then we invite abundance to ourselves. But all this balancing can only be done through self-awareness, and this self-awareness can only be had in the truest and in the most purest form through your natal charts. So it's important for you all to get your natal chart, mates. Then actually related to what the 2019 is trying to tell you, once you imply and apply those things onto your life, there is no question that you can gain your health, wealth and happiness. Imagine the planets, or I want you all to understand this, that the planets always imply. How you apply through your own knowledge of self-awareness is what rectifies the matters, is what improves matters in your life, is what helps you to have your own health, wealth and abundance. And to know more about the details, once you have the natal chart in your life and once the monthly predictions are given, you can actually balance it out, and whatever guidelines are given to you in your monthly predictions, you can apply it to the areas of your life and rectify it or move on, or you could probably change your circumstances at your own will and at your own time, but you have to coordinate the times in accordance to the guidelines that are given through your monthly predictions. Now, during the period or during the process of the year, there will be solar eclipses, there will be lunar eclipses, there will be retrogrades, which I would be informing you much ahead in time. Now, having that knowledge of your own self, you can actually build your bridges, you can actually work around the obstacles, or you can pause and wait for those retrogrades to pass or those solars and lunar eclipses to pass, so that you don't end in frustrations or be taken in by surprise. And what are the best dates for you, for your career or for your love life or for the opportunities that you need to take? Those dates have to be strictly followed through my own website, where I categorically write the best days for you in regards to your love, in regards to your money, in regards to your stressful dates. So you can take those cautions and precautions, and if possible, you should maintain a diary of 2019 where you write down through your natal charts of what are your strengths, and then you apply that in accordance to the guidelines. Then if you already have, because many of you all have already got your natal chart made, it's important that even if you can get, if possible, get your yearly charts made. That makes life much easier. It's like when you graduate from having a normal vehicle, let's say you have a two-wheeler, and then you graduate over a car, life becomes much more effective and much more happier and comfortable. Then you gravitate and graduate yourself to a better luxury car, which is, first it was semi-automatic, then it becomes automatic. So life becomes again more stress-free and easier. When we have all these tools in our hands, where we can actually become stress-free, we can actually take out the fear from our life, we can actually take out the anxiety from our life, and we can become a master of your own life. Give me one good reason why you should make your natal and your yearly charts. Please get them made and make your life much more comfortable, much easier, and more so, be an architect of your own life.